Hello, trading is closed on October 28th, 2014. My last call was that we had a mejt target of 1950.32. I said if it did fail to print in its preferred time frame, we would have a gap over yesterday's high, which we did. As I've said many times, if these targets don't print within their preferred time frame, it's typically obvious from the open. During the day, the system said ultimately lower prices would print. The thick line is the target, and the white dot says it did print. We normally get lower than this low at 1969 and change, but we don't have to. Later in the day, the system gave a buy. The upside target was hit immediately. We didn't have to rally this much, but nothing precluded it. Tomorrow is going to be a hard one because we have the FOMC meeting. I find it very hard to predict, and I rarely trade prior to the announcement. There is a scenario I would like to see. Whether or not we do see it, I don't know. We have traded and close at the high of the day. Usually when you close at the high of the day, there's a gap down. The 1972.19 mejt target is optional. It doesn't have to print. It almost always will, but it doesn't have to. If it doesn't print by tomorrow, I would forget it. We'd also like to see us trade under this level, which is 1969.02. Let's come back to this 1950.32 target in just a minute. Unless we close under 1950.82, we'll have a new 9 bars of DeMark setup going in the other direction than the DeMark pattern which started here. Rules can be broken, but the rule says that's not supposed to happen. So again, we have something saying 1950-ish tomorrow would be ideal. Let's not forget that the volume on the decline has dwarfed the volume on the recovery, and that even though prices are close to their highs, the percentage of stocks with positive charts is not. If we get a sharp drop tomorrow, we will have what's called an even atom top as a possibility. Here's where I call the original high, 1985.59. This I called Trader Vic to be top. Ideally, that 1985.59 high will stand on any recovery attempt. So I'd like to see 1985.05 print. And if this is Eve, then Adam should be a sharp move down. Well, that's what I'd like to see, but I can't really say it's forced, and I don't really know if it's going to happen or not. I will say there is a high chance that this 1950.32 target will print soon. These are all of the failed targets from September of 2013. We had these two targets in February. We had one from April, which we just missed earlier in the month. And other than these targets from the last few days, that's it. In over 13 months of trading, just a few failed ones. The odds are high these targets will print at some time, and if we have a sharp drop tomorrow, everything falls into place. And as I said, the FOMC meeting is tomorrow. Anything can happen. I'm not going to risk any money on anything until after the meeting. And if we get the sharp drop, I will like it, but I can't really say it is a forced move. And that's today's call.